Hi, I'm Tony Alvarez and I'm the fencing coach at the Carlisle Fencing Club. Today we're going to talk about how to maintain your electric cords. Pretty simple. Mass cords is usually the one made. This is an older style. It's the telephone style. It's actually not legal anymore, but you can still use it in club practice. What you want to check is the soldering, whether or not it's old and cracked. If they're very old, they tend to crack open. And the best thing to do is just discard it. The other thing is sometimes the spring inside the clamp is distorted, and you can take a screwdriver and make it and straighten it out. Again, if it's really bent out of shape and they're not useful anymore and doesn't able to clamp on, you probably want to get rid of it. So mass cords are very, very simple to inspect and take care of. We're going to talk about two-prong, which is pretty much what most people are using now. One, you want to straighten out the cord, be sure that there's no kinks. You want to look to see that there's no wires are exposed. And pretty simple, same thing with the alligator clamp. You want to check the soldering to see if it's cracked and old and whether or not it's about to break and whether or not the protective sleeve is on. Again, you want to check the spring here to see it's in the correct place. Sometimes it'll slide. You can sometimes take a screwdriver and actually push it in, but if you can't do that, then you're probably looking at trying to replace it. Simple maintenance of the mass cord. You just take a simple small electric screwdriver, tighten down all these things. If you're a heavy user, very fencing a lot, you want to try to do this once a month, otherwise it's that. And so the little connectors should be able to spin easily, and sometimes if it doesn't, you just get a little solution from Home Depot and to break up the crud in there, but you should tighten these down. Now the other thing with the two-prong, one of the weak points is the actual thumb clamp here. These little spring and screws tend to bend and break. It's one of the parts that you should always have spares if you compete on a routine basis and have it in your fencing bag to replace. Again, you want to tighten this down with a simple screwdriver to make sure it's all connected. But this little area, you need a little very tiny eyeglass screwdriver to be able to tighten that down, or if you need to replace it. It's very simple to maintain these. It just needs to be once a month. You want to take a good look at it and see if it's done.